Yo, people, lateness is greatness. Welcome back into the building. You already know what time it is. It's time for another episode of London Clubs Carnage in the building today. All the boys, good to be here. Obviously, back on this channel as well since last week, because obviously international break. We put the break in international break. We don't watch England absolutely drag San Marino and all of those poor people, you know what I'm saying, up and down 10-0. I'd rather not, keep it respectful. So we're back. Premier League football is back this weekend. I'm looking forward to it. Toby, bro, Conte, first win, hopefully. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Yeah, looking forward to this weekend. It will be the first home Premier League match we'll have had under Antonio Conte. So it'll be hopefully close to a full crowd. We only had 44,000 in the Europa League game. So this one, I'm hoping he gets a great reception.
Did you say Europa League? I don't think you're in
Europa
that.
Yeah. Not for you. Not this year.
Oh, sorry. You're well up.
Sorry. Just stay over there. Just stay over there.
The second tier European competition.
Let us know how you get on, Tobs. Let us know how you get on.
Yeah. Bro, the last time you were in this competition, you got pumped out before it even got to the group stages. Pipe down over there, yeah?
Oh, how the tables have turned so quickly for Toby versus
Don't
West
worry,
Ham.
man. Antonio's at the helm. West Ham won't be on top of us for too long. Watch.
And Corey, bro, how are you doing? Just to mention that Europa League there, you're enjoying the rides. You're going to be, you've qualified now, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we've got to get a point to confirm it, but we should win the group. And it's a shame, actually, this week it's come out that we've been banned from Vienna, which we've been singing about Pablo Fornals and going to Vienna, and now we've been banned. So it's probably the most West Ham thing you could have going. It's unfortunate.
How come you've been banned? Is that COVID?
Well,
thing?
what's that, sorry?
Is it a COVID thing, or is it just your
They
fans?
put a lockdown
lockdowns
in place for non-vaccinated.
They have that, but also I think
Austria. Yeah, of course.
They were saying 150 fans went into the ground without tickets. So it's a bit sketchy anyway. There's no videos, there's no confirmation. But yeah, we've been banned from away. And it's put us in an awkward position because we are going to go through. You don't want to appeal it because then you could get banned in terms of an away game in the knockouts, which, again, I don't think West Ham fans want. But on the football side of things, mate, we're flying, aren't we, obviously? Third in the league, so. Can't complain. Lingard wants to come home. We've spoke about it a billion times over the past couple of weeks. So, yeah. Pretty much the same, mate. I'm looking forward to Wolves. It's going to be a tough game, but yeah, get the 3 points there and keep it going.
And Lee, bro, how are you doing? You're wearing your Arsenal top today. He was just saying it backstage. It feels a bit weird, almost wrong.
Well, we're going to fill this team up with Arsenal players, aren't we? So
yeah.
It's nice of Toby to come with his Arsenal shirt as well. Fly Emirates there.
Nice sponsor.
Why do I always do this shit when I'm tapping the wrong part? This is what I meant to say. Because I didn't even know what a badge was, mate. I'm like, this side. This is what I meant to tap.
Listen, we might get our hands on that little gold badge that you got there to the right this season as well. And we had Fly Emirates, obviously, for our first title ring. They're a great sponsor. I can't lie.
I hope you lose.
I'm sure you do. You always do.
You lose it the last time as well. You lost the Super Cup and you lost the World Club, right?
Sorry?
Didn't you lose it the first time you won?
Yeah, we did. Yeah. It was awful. It's actually still ingrained in but you're actually giving me PTSD. Actually, just talking about it, if you don't mind, triggering me there. We lost to Corinthians with Rafa Benitez. That was in the gold trim. We had Lampard, Hazard, Mata, Torres. It was a sad day. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. But we're here today to do a special episode where we don't talk about obviously what's going on currently. We give the first game back before we react to all of that next week. But this is a Premier League draft for London Clubs Carnage. So just our teams on this show is going to be in our 11. So obviously no Man United legends, no Liverpool legends, etc. Just the best team that you can pick from our clubs. And obviously you can pick, from anybody's team. It's not just about picking from your own team. You're trying to put out the best 11 you possibly can while we go round. And obviously, as someone selects a player, you can't then go and select that player. So you have to go and select someone different. So some of your favorites are probably going to get taken in the first rounds or the first few rounds. And we just keep going until everybody has their 11. And obviously, I'm going to update it at the bottom of your screen. We're doing a 4-3-3, people.
I'm glad you've explained that as well, because the way I understood it yesterday when you texted it was like, we all take a turn each and pick an 11.
Yeah.
That's
Nah,
how
'cause
I
that
am.
would've been too
I'm glad
easy.
you've explained
That's
that.
way
Richie.
too
That would have
Yeah.
been too easy. Yeah. And someone's already going for West Ham. They're like, what's the no West Ham?
Embarrassing. Times have changed when you're getting threatened by West Ham. But this is the one time this season so far that anyone can banter us. So
Yeah,
lap it
I'm not
up.
gonna, we've been
sorry.
very nice recently to the West Ham section of the viewers. You know what I'm saying? You
Fuck
guys
West
are
Ham, man.
riding high.
Say to this, mate. Honestly,
I feel like this is the show to just tip the balance and give Lee something now.
Do you know what's funny, Corey? Yeah, he's going to be fuming if you lot win something this season, isn't he?
Oh,
He's
can you
going to be in
imagine?
tears.
They don't
would.
care. They
They
don't
would.
care about us, but
They
it'll be
would.
fuming. We're
I bought
irrelevant,
my
but they'll be
ticket, by the
fuming.
way, Corey, yesterday. I bought my ticket to the quarterfinal in the 22nd of December. So I see you at our ground. I see you at our
Well, you
ground.
won't, because
No, I couldn't get a
you'll be
ticket.
walking out after 44 minutes, mate. So
No, I
don't
won't
worry
be.
about
I won't
it.
be. I'll be walking out full time after we beat him.
We'll be shouting Antonio when he puts in the winner again. Walks Tottenham round London like it's his dog every time. No problem.
Did you see the belter he scored for Jamaica? Now that's a
You know
game I
what-
wish I would
you
have
know
watched.
what? If you're a West Ham fan, you will know how many times. I think it's the first goal he scored from outside the box in 7 years, and I swear to you, every
Yeah.
time he lines one up from 20 yards, I'm like, please don't do it, mate. And but the technique on that was unbelievable. It was dipping.
Yeah, because
it was
usually
swerving.
you're right. Usually I haven't seen him hit a long ranger. So when he scored that one for Jamaica, I was like, where did that come from? I didn't know he had that in his locker.
He
But
scored
I'm
a nice goal the other night as well, didn't he? Where he chipped
Yeah.
the goalkeeper. That
Quality,
was fucking
yeah.
quality, man.
But it's nice to see because obviously Jamaica-wise, like a lot of the British, like Jamaican, population, they usually want to play for England, like Sterling, etc. It's nice for them to come over and now start playing for Jamaica and actually make them a bit more competitive because that group was looking all right. Mexico, I think, were top last time I checked it. So, but anyway, so yeah, people, that's the rules. If you're joining now and you didn't catch that, then I'm sure some people in the chat will explain it if you need it. But we also need to decide who's going first. I don't know how we're going to decide that.
Well, we're gonna have to do it in alphabetical order of our teams, right?
Oh, you're taking.
Oh
the
yeah.
piss.
Well, we could do it in the most successful. So
You know what?
I'm
We could just
still
do.
first.
We could just. Do you think you can play rock paper scissors through here? Is that possible?
Yeah,
trying to
but
think
then
of-
how would we do that with four of us?
Yeah.
4 of us.
Yeah, there's 4 of us. So how are we going to do
Oh
that?
yeah, that's easy to do with 4 of us, isn't it?
How?
You could just literally whoever gets
Well,
eliminated.
one
is
knockout every time.
How are we going to do it?
Yeah,
You've got 3
time.
options, isn't it? I'm confused. You've thrown me off
Whoever
now.
stays through until the end, basically.
Yeah. All right,
Okay.
cool. Let's just do that. Let's just take it back to school days. We'll do rock paper scissors for this one. Okay? 'Cause I want to go first badly.
Ching Chang Walla.
All right, rock. Oh, should I?
What were you
What are you
doing, bro?
man?
Bro, Ching Chang Walla.
Timing, come on.
Sorry. All right, 3, 2, 1. Rock, paper, scissors.
So
Lee, we can't even see what you're holding.
Matisse and Lee's out. Matisse
Ah,
and Lee's
yes.
out.
Yeah, we're
Let's
out.
have
We're
it.
out. Go on. That's
So-
just Corey and
so-
it's just Corey and Toby.
Yeah, ready.
Count yourselves in. Go on.
Okay,
Paper.
so it's gonna be-
there you go.
So when I say Walla, that's when we got released. So Ching Chang Walla.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah,
See
Corey-
that?
Corey's on.
There you go.
Right.
All right. So Corey's first, and we'll
I feel
just
like I've
go.
been stitched up here.
We go clockwise or anti-clockwise.
So so it's Corey 1. So Corey goes first, I go second.
Yeah.
You or Lee go third or fourth, and then Lee would have to start it again. Lee gets 2 picks, basically.
Yeah, Lee gets 2 picks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So,
cool. We'll do
what
that.
we'll do is, Lee's actually in a good position. Then we'll go Corey, Toby, me, Lee. We'll go around that way, and then Lee, when it gets to you, you're going to get a second pick, and then it will go around again.
Yeah.
Go back around, I guess. So Corey, who's your first pick for your all-time
So
London
just
Clubs Carnage?
just to clarify, is this kind of like my favourite player, or are we talking West Ham's best player?
You should
Okay.
go best because at the end we're going to see who has the best team.
Does it have to be West Ham? Can't it be like?
So you can pick anyone.
Oh, you can pick any of our clubs. Yeah,
You can pick a
any
player
of our
from
clubs.
any of our football
Oh.
clubs.
Yeah. Not just West Ham.
That's why I'm fuming. I'm lost.
Oh, I didn't even think about it.
No, but you get 2 picks though, Lee. Don't.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you
then
get 2
fucking
picks,
the
Lee.
2 players I wanted would have gone.
Yeah, because what's going to happen? It's going to go Corey, Toby, me, Lee, and then Lee will get a second pick. Then it'll come back to me, go around to Corey. Corey get 2 picks and keep going around. So you won't be waiting constantly.
Okay, all right then. If we're going best keeper, I'm gonna not go West Ham. Unfortunately, I'd love to put Rob Green in there, but I don't think it will work. So we'll go Peter Cech. I think he was unbelievable for Chelsea at one point.
no.
The amount of clean sheets he kept, he was phenomenal. So I think he deserves a place. I know he declined at Arsenal towards the end, but particularly in 04, 05, 05, 06, he was incredible. A massive part of that defence. So yeah, I think he's the best keeper probably out of the ones we're going to mention. In fairness.
Yeah, I mean, Petr Cech was on my list, obviously, so you've already ruined my day. But when it came to it, I think it was always between him and Schmeichel for like best goalkeeper of all time. Lee obviously probably maybe got a better look at Schmeichel than I did. So I don't know what your opinion is between Schmeichel versus Petr Cech, Lee. Tough.
Michael, but Cech was quality. But
Cech for me, I can't even lie.
Cech was unbelievable, man. Like, but for me, Schmeichel will always be better. Like, I just like it kind of changed football goalkeeping, like with this running out starfishing as he's coming out. Like nobody was doing that. And since then, if you actually watch Kasper Schmeichel, he does it as well. Like, but yeah, man, I'd have to go Schmeichel, but Cech was quality until he came to Arsenal.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that was some double agent shit. If anything, that makes him even better for me, to be honest.
Fuck off.
gave us the Europa League. Let Giroud scored. It was honestly, it was scenic shit right there. And obviously the head injury as well. And then he still manages that. That's another thing that goes in his direction for me as well. I didn't get to see Schmeichel, so I don't want to comment.
All the people in the chat saying Cech was better, stop chatting shit, Lee. Did any of you see Schmeichel?
Yeah, that's why I don't want to speak.
Yeah, if you did a pipe down, yeah.
Schmeichel was elite. I think for the likes of me and Corey, it's probably just like Naughty's bias, because Peter Schmeichel, when you watch Premier League years and when you actually read into what he was, like, he was unbelievable, and he was so big as well. He was so big, like, so. I'm to be honest, I'll always argue Petr Cech's case, but I don't even. It's not a diss for having.
Yeah, no, 100%. Okay, Toby, who are you picking for your first pick, bro?
Yeah, I'm picking striker, bro. I don't know why Corey's done goal.
I don't know why he went with the goalkeeper.
I'm picking Thierry Henry.
Who's doing it?
I'm picking Thierry Henry.
No, you don't have to start from goalkeeper. No, you could just pick anyone.
Yeah, anyone. I don't know why.
I've just wasted one in.
I'm picking Thierry Henry.
I tried to explain as much as possible. I didn't realize that.
It's probably just me, to be fair. Don't worry about it.
The best striker and best player to ever play in the Premier League for me.
You didn't pick Bergkamp. You picked Henry.
No, I picked Henry.
Oh man, I wanted Henry as well.
I know, Lee. I know your thoughts, Lee. You think it's Bergkamp, but me, Thierry Henry.
You're not picking Klinsmann, then, no? You're not going with
Klinsmann. Henry is one of my favorite ever players, and it makes me.
What is the point?
Corey's pissed.
He's had a mare.
I keep saying it, right? Henry for me is the best striker in the Premier League era. Like, and whenever these comparisons with Drogba come in, I'm like, Chelsea fans, no.
Well, that's
like,
actually statistically incorrect, isn't it? Because Alan Shearer is.
I know statistically, and maybe Aguero's better minutes to goal ratio. I know, but I'm just taking Henry because in terms of out of the box, he's doing more than Shearer as well. Like, just as a footballer, he's doing way more than what Shearer was doing in terms of just out of the box. And again, I'm not going to judge Shearer too much because again, I'm probably too young to be judging Shearer like that.
And let's be real, Shearer was playing in a worse team. So for him to bag all of them goals was mad. But Shearer was a bad man. Seriously, he was such a fucking good striker, man. Like, and it weren't just headers. He could fucking slap a volley as well, man.
Volleys.
Like, the one he actually scored against you lot.
Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, and they won 1-0, and then we won the league at White Hart Lane that day. Yeah, it was the Super Sunday. Yeah, and he fucking scored a mad volley against you lot, and then that meant we only needed a draw. Yeah, so you couldn't catch us after that. So it was like, fucking, I'd always love Shearer for that, man. But he was wicked. He was such a good player. But Henry, mate, as soon as Henry had the gloves on, or he totally shaved his head, you knew he was going to do a madness. Like, honestly, when he comes out totally bald, and he's got the glove, if he had both, he had the gloves and the bald head, it was game over. Hat-trick's coming.
Yeah. Honestly, I remember being actually scared because of the gloves and the bald head. That's what scared the shit out of me. When I seen him I was like, yep, we're done. Long day.
Yeah, man. He was fucking unreal, man. What a footballer.
My pick, obviously, it's going to be a Chelsea guy. Henry was on my list, but he's been taken, and so is Cech now as well. That's how good those first two picks were. None other than the leading goal scorer for midfielders, Frank Lampard, has to go in there for me. Do you know what I mean? Like, and also I think third most assists in the Premier League behind Giggs and maybe someone else, Fabregas, in a season. I can't remember what it was, but he is a proper all-rounder. Frank Lampard played in loads of different formations. Obviously, got so many goals. And my favorite ever Chelsea player as well. So I had to get him in this team. It's a 4-3-3 people as well. So he's one of the people I'm going with in that midfield, in the 3-man midfield. So yeah, I got to take Frank Lampard. Just super consistent, year in, year out, delivered in the big games. Can't really ask for much more.
Even scored against you, didn't he, when he went to City?
Exactly. He was actually inevitable. That broke my heart. I'm not gonna lie. That pissed me off. And then Man City fans started saying, "Oh, he's our legend," and I'm sure they did it with you, with Patrick Vieira as well. They started claiming legends by the truckload. They were just like, "Yeah, Frank Lampard."
Because they ain't got any. Who's their legend? Sean Goater. Feed the goat and he will score. Do you know what I mean?
They just started claiming everybody's legends. It was actually so annoying. So, but yeah, Lampard's going in there. Lee, what about you?
Lamp's the goat, man. Lampard's a proper baller. I get 2 picks, don't I?
You do, yeah. You get 2 picks.
Cool. Bergkamp, straight in. Best footballer I've ever seen play for my club, man. Like, easily the best footballer. Like, people always say Henry, but again, that's because they were born in that era where they see Henry more than Bergkamp. Bergkamp, I've seen fucking before he was at Arsenal. And when we signed him, I fucking nearly wet myself, mate. Like, and that was teletext days back then. Yeah, my dad showed me. He goes, "You signed Bergkamp." I said, "Shut up, man. I came home from school." He was like, "You signed Bergkamp." Put it on teletext page. I think it's 302. Yeah, fucking it come up. Arsenal was like, I was going nuts, mate. Yeah, what a footballer. Like, I think he's still to this day holds the record for goal of the month 1, 2, and 3. Like in the same month. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, it's fucking. He was such a good player, man. So I'm going with him. The goal against Newcastle, that needs a shout. By the way,
that was an unbelievable goal. Yeah,
Like, rumor has it, Dabizas is still spinning, mate. Like, so I mean, he didn't have a fucking clue what was going on. People say, "Oh, he didn't mean it." Of course, he fucking meant it, man. You know what
his technique was supreme. I think he definitely meant it.
Yeah, 100%. Then I'm gonna go. See, this is
just before you go to the second one. They're saying that you're not a big Henry fan. That you had Zola ahead of him as well. What's going on there?
This is where people don't listen properly. Yeah, right. And me and Rance were talking about this on Monday as well, about if you do a top 10 all-time favourite players or best players, he only had R9 in it as a striker. Okay. So he'd have players like Zidane and stuff like that. And it's personal preference. People can't get that in their heads. Yeah, because I said that Cantona, who none of these fuckers have ever watched in their life because they weren't born, and Zola, who none of them have watched because they weren't born, because I said both of them and Bergkamp, for me, were better than Henry. They all started crying.
Yeah. The thing is, you have every right to, maybe not so much Zola, but again, it's perfect.
Zola was a bad man.
He was a bad boy. He was. But Cantona, we're talking legendary Man United midfielder who was pivotal in winning them multiple titles as well.
Yeah, but so was Zola. Zola scored in the fucking was it the UEFA Cup final? He came off the bench, first touch he scored.
Yeah,
in the final or the Super Cup, one of the two.
Yeah, my point. I'm not even trying to argue with you. I think those shouts are valid. I think again, anyone who disagrees is probably just a lack of education. But I think when you look at those names, the weakest name was Zola because he wasn't part of like a dynasty team, if that makes sense. Man United.
Yeah. I get what you're saying.
Bergkamp was dominant. Henry dominant for Arsenal. They won multiple league titles.
Yeah.
No, I get that, man. I get that. But people just getting their feelings. But at least I've seen all of these ballers, people, yeah? I can make a judgment based off of what I've seen with these eyes.
True.
And I've seen them all live as well. Anyway, this is where it gets tricky because I really want to put a centre-back in there. Big, and there's some GOAT centre-backs, especially from our two teams anyway. Yeah. I'm not too sure about their two, but
Craig Dawson.
Craig Dawson. What are you talking about?
Eric Dyer. Do you know what I mean? Who was the other one? Doherty. Harry Doherty. They used to put him up front if they were losing with 10 to go.
He was bad.
But I'm not going to go with that because there's so many to pick that I can come back to that. I'm going to put Eden Hazard in there.
Oh, you bastard! Oh my god!
I toyed with him or Pires because Pires was sick, and some of the goals Pires scored were mad. But I think Eden Hazard was a more talented footballer. And I think he had more of an impact when the chips were down than Pires maybe did because we had so many good players in that team. it didn't matter if Pires weren't the star boy on a particular day, because Henry would be, and if he weren't, Bergkamp would be, etc. Whereas I think in that Chelsea team, you still had good players in it. Don't get it twisted. Hence why you won titles with it. But I feel like if Eden Hazard turned up, Chelsea slap you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And whereas if Eden Hazard didn't turn up, you could get a result against them. Whereas I feel like with us, if Pires in that position didn't turn up, it didn't necessarily matter because we were so good. And the goal he scored against that lot at fucking Wembley, the season Leicester won the league. The guy even said, "I'm going to do a madness," and then went out and did a madness.
I can't believe you've done that to me.
I was at Stamford Bridge.
He's definitely
at Wembley. It was at Stamford Bridge. You're right. That was a fucking bad boy goal, man. But yeah, Eden Hazard.
Definitely not better than Pires, but yeah, sure.
He's got a Hazard agenda.
Yeah.
No, listen.
Pires was very good. He was.
Pires was sick, but the reason I picked Hazard, number one, to piss my teeth off.
I'm retaliating immediately.
And number two, like I just said, there was so many good and great players in that Arsenal team that if Pires didn't have a good game, it didn't really matter. If Hazard didn't have a good game, you lot struggle.
And
even though you had the Costas and the Fabregases and stuff like that, they weren't just going to grab a game by the scruff of its neck and go and win.
I think those players literally did grab games by the scruff of their neck and win Chelsea matches just as much as Hazard did. I think the only difference is Hazard obviously.
You really don't like Hazard, does he?
No, not really.
I think the
goal, isn't it?
It's that goal. That's what it is.
It's the truth. You know what it is? It's because I don't like when people just put it down to Hazard doing a carry job for Chelsea when they had all those stars. Hazard did a carry job for Chelsea when those players left. When the owners, when it was just no one else in that team who was on his level, he was carrying you lot. From 2017 to 2019, legitimate carry job. But you can't tell me that Eden Hazard was the driving force when Chelsea won the league in 16-17, when Diego Costa bashed in 20 goals. N'Golo Kante consistent every single game.
Yeah, but Diego Costa wasn't picking up the ball, running around four players and sticking it on a fucking sixpence for the striker, was he?
Matisse, Chelsea, when you lot beat Man City at the Etihad, 3-1 game. Who was the key reason why you Hazard scored the third goal, but who was the key reason why you won that game? Be honest.
It was a pretty good team performance, but I would say Diego Costa was a big one that day.
Diego Costa that day,
he was a menace.
Chelsea were getting pummeled in the first half by City.
In the first half,
they could have been 2 or 3-0 down. And the only player who was moving to Man City almost single-handedly was Diego Costa. He was the reason why.
Toby, you're talking about one game. We're talking about the whole career at that club.
It's not just one game, though. It's not just one game. I'm saying that for every game where you can say Eden Hazard's carried Chelsea in some of these title winning teams.
But Hazard probably carried. But the point Lee made was that Hazard's probably carried Chelsea a lot more than Pires had to carry
Arsenal,
because he had Bergkamp, and he had Henry, and he had Ljungberg, whereas Hazard sometimes had Willian and Pedro and Morata. So for all the games that you're saying Costa and Fabregas, we also had some very shit teams as well. So
I hear that, but I still don't think that's enough of a reason to put Hazard ahead of Pires.
Well, it ain't your pick, so it don't matter, does it?
moving on.
I'm going to argue anyway.
I guess we know who Toby's taking anyway for his next pick.
Well, yeah, Pires is obviously walking straight into his team in a minute.
For me, I am retaliating immediately with Patrick Vieira in my midfield because that man was an absolute colossus of a footballer. He was the Yaya Toure before Yaya Toure, and obviously we're not doing Manchester clubs. Tall, graceful, skillful, box to box, could score goals, tackles. Do you know what I'm saying? Like he was, if you wanted to build a midfielder, you'd build Patrick Vieira. That's usually what I've said. And then physicality, speed. So if you wanted to build a midfielder, you'd actually build Vieira. And I'm just milking this, Lee, just to let you know that I've taken him. So unlucky.
Yeah, I totally forgot.
And obviously another player that ended up going to Manchester City, that's in my team, and then they tried to claim him as well. And now looking like a good manager, hopefully. Potentially. So if anything, that just makes him even better in this all time that he's doing well as a manager. But yeah, I'm sticking him in my team as the second box-to-box midfielder in the 4-3-3. So my midfield's looking hot. But Toby, who are you taking next, bro? In your next pick?
Steve Gerrard.
You can't take Gerrard. He doesn't play for any club here. What are you talking about, Gerrard?
For fuck's sake, I thought any player. For fuck's sake.
Did Gerald play for any of these clubs? Did he?
For fuck's sake. All right, cool, fine.
I swear to God.
If I'm picking, I really thought I had one there. If I'm picking one, then I'm picking the best centre-back for the lot, John Terry. Straight away.
No.
Straight away.
You didn't pick Tony Adams. You said John Terry.
John Terry, Premier League era. So Tony Adams, he's up there, of course, top 3, top 5, whatever. But John Terry. I can relate more to him because I actually watched him more than Tony Adams. Just being honest.
Like you said about Zola and Cantona, it's just ignorance. Then they need to educate.
I don't
themselves.
think it's ignorance.
I'm just going to pick on you all day because I can.
I'm not disputing Tony Adams.
John Terry was a fucking madman. I can't lie.
Yeah.
I remember the cup final where it was fucking Ray Parlour screamer. Freddie Ljungberg put John Terry on his ass for that second goal. Right, but then I was like, fucking, because all your fans were banging on about, we got this fucking lad John Terry. Yeah, I was like, yeah, fuck it. Freddie's just put him on his backside and scored a screamer. But then after that, how many mistakes could you genuinely say John Terry's made?
And do you know what it is about Terry? His passing range was so underrated.
Yeah.
The way that he passed the ball with his weaker foot, play on the left side defense. The left foot swingers were mad.
It annoys me in the same way that Lee gets annoyed when people haven't watched the 90s. Like when I grew up watching John Terry, JT was a serious centre back, and they talk about him and Van Dijk. JT for me, I know Van Dijk's unbelievable, but John Terry didn't put a foot wrong. He could ping it with his left and his right. He played up until what? I think he obviously declined nearer the end.
34.
But even when he lacked pace, his positioning was spot on. And his consistency as well. I think he was in quite a few World Team of the Years. Definitely. He was. I think he's one of the best centre-backs in Prem history. I've got to be honest.
English history.
And he scored a lot of goals as well. He was up there with is it Unsworth, the Sheffield United left back or something for goals in the Premier League. He was up. I think he scored the most goals as a defender in the Premier League. I think. He's right up there. He's right up there. He's one of the best.
He's unbelievable.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Corey, who are you taking then as your 2 picks next up?
Oh, I've got 2. All right, okay. I'm quite comfortable with my own picks for my attacking players because I appreciate you lot are going to pick someone else. So I'll go defensive. I've gone Ashley Cole at left back. For me, he's absolute class. He was unbelievable. At the point, he was the best left back in the world. Absolutely quality. I think every time he played against Ronaldo, he pocketed him. International wise, he was superb as well. He won pretty much everything. Won it at Arsenal, won it at Chelsea. Yeah, brilliant. He's one of them players where I just can't figure anything wrong in his game. Like, if I'm honest. Like, and now I think people look at left backs and full backs in general and say there's got to be assists there, they've got to be creative. But Ashley defensively was a nightmare. Was barely ever beaten. And so he's got to go in there for me. I think he's best left back in Prem history, to be fair.
And who's your second pick then? This is going to be very interesting to see.
Okay. I'm gonna go Gareth Bale on the right.
You're not. I knew you were going to do it. No,
I hate it. I was going to hate it.
At least you can put Mohamed Salah in there next to Steven Gerrard, mate.
No.
Carragher as well.
That is so mean.
Bro, he was unbelievable.
I have Bale down as well.
No, he was in that year.
He was
Spurs.
unbelievable.
The trajectory's mad anyway, right? From struggling at Spurs and then converting to a left forward and obviously, but that season when he was bagging goals, he was unplayable. He was absolutely unplayable. And
last minute screen.
And you look at the level he's gone. I mean, the thing is with Bale, I mean, Hazard for me should have scored more goals, but Bale had serious end product over the course of 4 or 5 years, even when he's left Tottenham. So for me, had Bale stayed in the Prem, which he wouldn't have done because of his level, we'd be talking about one of the best players in the Prem. Like, we'd be talking about him in terms of those forwards. It might not be in terms of goals, but in terms of quality. And I know Tottenham did well, but he wasn't in a Chelsea. He wasn't in a Manchester United. So he was performing above and beyond his level. I think he actually carried that Spurs team with AVB. So
it was Iron Robben-esque because every time he cut it, and do you know what? He went from left back to left wing to right wing to even cam. There was games where he was starting central attacking midfield, and literally as soon as Bale, it was like Iron Robben, left foot, 30, 25 yards out, goal. Like as soon as before he even shot, I was like, it's done. How
many times did he score in stoppage time to nick a win or a draw or like right near the end of the game?
He scored a goal against us.
That goal was mad. That goal was a joke, man.
Yes, the goal at West, Upton Park, that was nuts.
Yeah. That goal was mental. And he just knew it was in before he even hit it. As soon as he got into that position where he was just about to pull his foot back, his leg back, like, well, that's in then, game over, we might as well leave. Like, he was pathetic, man. Absolutely pathetic. And
This
do you know what's mad?
fucking hilarious.
Is no matter how big up to Grizz in the chat, man. But do you know what's mad? Is he never really done it against us. He done it against every other team in the league. Yeah. I know he scored against us a few times, but it was in games where we'd win 5-2. Yeah, and
he scored against you when we won 3-2.
No, I know. I said he never really done it against us.
There's still something.
How many times did he play against Arsenal? How many times did he beat Arsenal?
Are you talking about from left wing as a starter? He scored against Arsenal, bro.
Oh my god, bro! He scored a penalty. I think he scored a penalty. No, he won the penalty, and Adebayor scored it. Yeah, that game we won 5-2.
Yeah,
he scored in the game where Yunus Kabul beat us, but you never beat us other than that. I don't think. And if you did,
we did. Yeah,
when
we did. He scored at home.
I'm on about at the Emirates. That's what I'm saying, because he's bagging all these goals everywhere else, but he very rarely scores at the Emirates. That's what I'm saying. He was fucking. I'm not dissing him. I'm just saying, out of all the teams, he'd used to fucking go and rip to shreds. He never really ripped Arsenal to pieces.
Maybe you can say that, but he's
still quality. Listen, don't get it twisted. I wanted him in my fucking team.
Couple against Arsenal.
Corey's nicked him, but I wanted him on the right.
No, I saw my opportunity, mate. Trust me. I'm quite comfortable with who I can put in from West Ham, but I need some big name players.
That's actually pissed me off. I can't even.
Toby, feel free to retaliate with your pick if you want to.
Go put Mark Noble in there.
You can put
I can't even retaliate because everyone at West Ham shit bar 2 players.
Unbelievable. You're not going to put Mikel Antonio. I thought you sing his name enough. Go on, put him in.
All right. If we're going left wing, or midfield, I don't know. Fuck.
It's difficult.
It's very difficult. Fuck it, I'm gonna go.
You're thinking of names from like other clubs. You just have to stick to ours. It's difficult to do it all the time. Premier League.
I'm gonna go with Perez. Left wing.
Perez. Okay, wow. Yeah. Big pick. Perez at left wing. Yeah. 4-3-3.
You're not going with Ginola then?
Why are you saying? Why does this guy keep doing this shit, bro? How are you talking?
Ginola's a bad boy.
Yeah, but why are you talking? Why are you saying?
Oh my god!
I thought you would have been a bit biased towards your own team. Do you know what I mean? You didn't bother. You've nicked Henry instead of putting Klinsmann in, and now you've nicked Perez instead of putting Ginola in.
The only reason why I picked Perez is because I didn't want him to get taken because he's a name that's already been mentioned. So there are names that haven't been mentioned that I've got in my head that I'm hoping no one picks.
Okay.
This is tough, man. I'm gonna go with my next pick. This is tough stuff. I'm going to take someone up top that people are not expecting me to take, but I'm going to get him in my team right now before. No. People think I'm going to do Drogba, but his Premier League record is not that mad. He's more of a cup final.
It's obvious who you're going to pick. It's obvious.
Berbatov for Tottenham. That's who I'm taking. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'm taking Berbatov. Berbatov was mad. He was very, very underrated.
He was a quality striker for Spurs.
He was a quality striker.
Harry Kane.
Yeah, fair enough on Harry Kane, but I'm going to take Berbatov because
Van Persie.
Van Persie, yeah, Van Persie's another one, but I'm going to take Berbatov because I just think Berbatov was he's not spoken about enough. I think he was unbelievable. Like he was the things that he could do on a football pitch as well. He was just class. Do you know what I mean? Even in Germany, I think he was it at Bayer Leverkusen first of all, then afterwards at Man United. So at least then I'm getting someone who.
Mate, he was that good. They've named a skill move after him. You know what I mean?
I'm taking Berbatov because he can score any type of goal as well.
But do you know what's funny with him? Yeah, he had this like lazy looking style, didn't he?
Yeah.
But as soon as the ball come near him, fucking hell, man, what a genius! Brilliant player, man.
I actually saw a clip of him. I actually saw a clip of him for Man United, and when they had Tevez and Rooney up front, and I was like, the amount of things that Berbatov not only did in terms of scoring goals, but in creating, like he was perfect for that United team. Obviously, they've had like players like that before in the past, like Cantona, but just a mix as well. He was a proper player.
Even for Spurs as well, like he was a cut above in terms of his technical quality, and it was sad because when he came, Jermaine Defoe got sort of pushed out of our team, and we played with Berber and Keane for the most part. But we had a really good strike force. At one point, we had Berbatov, Keane, Defoe, and Darren Bent back before when he was bashing in goals at Charlton as well.
And
But
still won nothing.
But Berber and Keane had this understanding technically. Like they were both so underrated technically. Quality players, man.
No, honestly, man, fucking Berber's quite quality player. Do you know what's mad is that Fergie signed him. They went up a level, and I think he got the golden boot. And then the following season, Fergie sat him on the bench and then flogged him. It was like, what happened? They must have had a fallout or something, man.
He didn't show his best self at United for me. I don't think he was that good at United. I think he had one like really good season, and then even that season he tailed off in the second half. I personally don't think Dimitar Berbatov like showed what he's truly capable of over his stint at United.
You don't think so?
Nah, I don't think so.
Lee, who are you taking next, bro? Who are you taking?
Right, this is where it's really hard, right? Because I've got so many. I need a striker because I've got Bergkamp at number 10 there, and I've got Eden Hazard on the left wing. So I need a striker, but then there's so many fucking good strikers. But I also want a midfielder before all the good midfielders get nicked, and I've got two in my head, and it's a flip of a coin because they're fucking both amazing. And I'm like, I don't really know. I'm going to go with Van Persie as the striker, by the way.
Quality.
Yeah, Van Persie up front. Bergkamp pulling the strings behind. Eden Hazard on the left. Jeez.
So Van Persie's gone on the right.
No, Van Persie's the striker.
So who's Bergkamp's on the right?
Isn't it?
Oh shit, we're doing a 4-3-3, aren't we?
4-3-3, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll have Bergkamp in the midfield then. He can be in the middle of the, I don't know, the fucking top of the three.
Number 8.
As the number 8,
whatever.
If it's not number 10, nah, come on, stop it.
Remember, this is a 4-3-3.
Stop it. But to be
If
fair,
anything, it makes more.
we should be allowed to choose our own formations though, so Lee can do it however he likes.
No, but if I play off, like if I'm going FIFA terms here, yeah, there's 4 variations of a 4-3-3 on FIFA.
Okay.
I'm going with a full variant with the cam. So Bergkamp's in my team.
All right.
But now I'm thinking, do I put Claude Makelele in there? Or N'Golo Kante? It's got to be one of them two, innit? Fucking, because they're looking at Matisse, he's getting lower and lower. He's like, no. I've been lucky that I've seen them both.
I fucked up with my pick.
I'm lucky that I've seen them both. But do you know what? Oh, it's fucking hard, man. It is proper hard. I'm gonna go Kante. I'm gonna go Kante. Van Persie and Kante.
That whole Leicester thing as well, really, that Leicester period was nuts from him. In that midfield with Drinkwater.
Oh, ridiculous. He's so good, man. Like, he literally must run more distance than any other footballer. Like, it's just pathetic. He's everywhere. Like, left back, right back. He's on the edge of the box. He's then you look and he's on the edge of their box. You're like, what happened here? How's he got there so quick? He's just not real, mate. He's not human. It's mad. Sick footballer. And we bought Xhaka instead. You know what I mean?
Don't laugh about it, mate. We took Alex Song instead of Kante when we could have bought him. So like, we're in the same boat. I don't know what went on there. Imagine Kante and Payet in the same team. That would have been unreal.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go.
You pick Kante and Van Persie, yeah?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Makelele to finish my midfield. Best holding midfielder I've seen at Chelsea. Proper holding midfielder. Because for me, Kante is not a holding midfielder. He's a box-to-box midfielder. And I've got Vieira and Lampard already. I need someone who can just sit there, break up play, dictate from the midfield. He was unbelievable at Real Madrid. Underrated, I think, at Real Madrid. And then now at Chelsea, he was just like the final piece that just made us unstoppable. So, yeah, I've got to go Makelele in my midfield. That makes my trio there, actually. Yeah. So Makelele in midfield for me. That's my pick.
Sick baller, man. That's why it was so hard, because it's like I just like look. I've seen Makelele play fucking for years and years and years. Then when he went to Chelsea, I was like, nah, they got a proper baller here, man. But do you know what he was so good at? Like you said, he just used to sit. Yeah, and it was basically a sweeper. Yeah, because he never fucking crossed halfway. It was mad. His passing was so underrated. Yeah, his passing was sick. Yeah, and I think he's a better passer. Somebody put it in the chat. He's a better passer than Kante. I totally agree with that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but I think Kante's a slightly different player. Yeah, and Kante's got more about his game all round. Whereas Makelele, it was just, you were exceptionally fucking good at just sitting and popping the ball out. Yeah, you ask him to go and take a man on and dribble over halfway, he ain't going to do that. Whereas Kante can. That's why I picked Kante. But it was hard because I did want Makelele in my team, man. I was hoping none of you fuckers were going to pick him, and I could have picked him on the way back round.
Toby, what about you? Who's your next pick, bro?
I was thinking Ginola as well, like, because he was top class for Spurs, but I got to go with my favourite Spurs midfielder, Luka Modric. I got to put Modric in that midfield. He's got to be there. Literally my favourite ever Spurs midfielder. He was quality, and he never really got the respect he deserved until he went and did it on a bigger platform in Madrid. Because a lot of people will say, "Oh yeah, no, Modric wasn't this good at Spurs." He was. The only difference is like, which is a big difference, is being able to translate your form at a club where there's not really much expectation, and you're the big fish, to going into Madrid where you've got players who are as good as you or better than you, and you have to make yourself stand out. And I applaud him for stamping his authority on that Madrid team. But people need to realize that Luka Modric was world class before he left Real Madrid. He was.
Someone's saying, how have we allowed this to happen? For Toby to get Modric. I think Modric at Tottenham was unbelievable, but his game definitely went up a level at Real Madrid. Do you know what I mean? That's where the best of Modric, I think, was really seen. So
of course, because he's playing in a Madrid team now.
In a better team, yeah, exactly.
Four Champions Leagues. So and he's a pivotal part of that. So of course, I don't think it's an insult saying that he went up another level at Real Madrid. What I'm saying is, you have to acknowledge that Modric was already at an elite level at Spurs.
Yeah, 100%. Corey, they're asking how Fabregas has not been mentioned.
Don't fucking pick him.
Love you all, by the way.
Beautiful.
Is Corey going to be the guy that takes the passing king?
No, surely Mark Noble's getting in over him, mate.
I've still got a few West Ham players that I know none of you will pick, and I've got to get him in.
Like the Canio, yeah?
I'm torn between two. Right, I doubt any of you, because the disrespect towards West Ham in a minute. I can tell no one's picking any of the players I want. I'm going to go left field and I'm not going to go Fabregas, even though I want to. I'll just stick with what I was going to do. Prime Essien was absolute phenomenal player. Wow. He gets slept on so much. The first couple of seasons at Chelsea, I remember his goal against Arsenal outside of the boot. It was perfect, and he's a serious engine. And I can't remember whether he was a number 6 or a number 8, but I just remember thinking he was relentless, and I'd love him in my team. And it's a shame, really, because towards the end he had a lot of injuries and he declined. But if he kept fit for his career, he would have. I mean, the level he would have maintained would have been unreal. So yeah, I'm happy to have Essien if no one else wants him.
Essien's a pick. Essien was such a like, but he is like proper box to box. Do you know what I mean? Like that is by definition so much technique, absolute powerhouse. Score great goals as well. Great goal against
Barcelona. He scored against us, man, against Lehmann.
Left foot.
Yeah, that's so sweet. And Lehmann, it weren't even like Lehmann was off out of position. He just hit it so sweet, and it was right in off that post. And you're like, fucking, that was in
it bent, didn't it? It went out and then in, didn't it?
Yeah.
It was nuts. It was like
88th minute. I was like, you jammy bastards, man. Like, you jammy bastards. But what a goal. He was brilliant, man. Good player.
Yeah. He was unbelievable. Corey, who's your second pick?
Yeah. Dimitri Payet on the left. Get him in now. The streets will never forget, and certainly I won't. He was some player. I've said it 1,000 times, but probably the best player I've seen at West Ham. How he got in for 10 mil, I will never know. How he never played for a top European club, albeit we are a European club now, I'll never know. He was just different class, mate. He was just absolutely unbelievable. I think the chances created, I know people, you're on the fence about stats, but he creates so many chances. And the argument would be if he was in a team of elite finishers, and listen, West Ham weren't in that year. We finished 7th when we did well. We could have bagged. We could have been Champions League, and we really should have been. To be fair, we fell apart towards the end. So, yeah, it's a shame it only lasted for 18 months. But some of the goals, the free kick against Crystal Palace I don't even know how he's done it. If I'm honest, I still don't understand. And Middlesbrough at home as well, where he's taken on about 5 players. He was just incredible, mate. And I think to be fair, I know we've dug out a couple of West Ham players here, but I do think he maybe not in terms of longevity, because some of these were serious players, but in terms of that year, I think he got on the Ballon d'Or list for a reason. Do you know what I mean? He wouldn't have won it, but he definitely deserved it.
Someone said, yes, finally picked Essien. La Cobham rules the world. That super chat, appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, Payet was doing madness for you guys. I can't remember, one of the free kicks he scored was almost just like a simulator. It was nuts. I don't know what happened where he went afterwards. He went back to France, didn't he? And then kind of disappeared again.
Yeah, he got in trouble with his missus, and then he went back to France in January, But look, I mean, West Ham have got a history with number 10s, haven't we? They turn up for a short period of time, they start balling out, and then they leave. And that was always going to be the case. And I think Payet, to be fair, throughout his career, he's never been able to consistently play at a club and then move on to another level. So it was always a flash in the pan. It's just, yeah, I mean, the fact that people still talk about him now, not just West Ham fans, but other fans, tells you how quality he was. It's brilliant for France as well.
No, 100%. Toby, bro, who's your next pick?
Fuck. I'm gonna go with Cesc Fabregas. I got to have him in that midfield. Him and Modric in that midfield. I got to have him in that midfield. He's top. He's a contender for top 10. In fact, for me, he's definitely the top 10 best ever midfielders to play in the Premier League. Like, he was elite midfielder. Like, he had eyes at the back of his head, man. Quality. I'm putting him in there. Has to go in there.
Scored goals as well at Arsenal, like in that early stint. Then became a creator.
There was a period for Arsenal, I think it was around probably 2008 to 2010, where legitimately, like, you could say it wasn't a diss for you to say Cesc Fabregas might be the best midfielder in the league. And that was when we had Steven Gerrard performing at the peak of his powers, Lampard performing at the peak of his powers. Like, there were certain points where you're like, this guy is playing unbelievable football.
Yeah, no, it's true. For me, I need to get a centre back in here now, because otherwise I feel like I'm gonna miss some. I think I'm gonna go with. I think Sol Campbell's gonna go in there from Arsenal. Yeah, I think Sol Campbell. Sol Campbell. Listen, when you've got. Listen, that man, the Champions League goal that he scored as well for Arsenal I think they were down to 10 men in that game in the Champions League final when they messed that up. Yep. Look at he's outside now. For me, like, that's when England were graced with some ridiculous centre backs: Ledley King, Sol Campbell, Terry.
Why are you listing the names? Like,
sorry, there was just so many. Sorry. Good choice. Toby's gonna run out of people to pick, but he was unbelievable as well. So, and part of that Invincibles team, so he's got to go in there for me. So yeah, I'm gonna go Sol Campbell at the back. Lee, what about you? Who's your next pick?
Right, so I've got a striker. I've got number 10 as a midfielder. I've got Hazard and I've got Kante. So I need another midfielder and a right winger, because I can come back to defence later. Iron Robben. Iron Robben, right side. That left foot was a joke. That left foot was an absolute joke. Yeah, and he was rapid as well, like so quick over 5-10 yards, man. And you just knew what he was going to do. It was like Thierry Henry, but on the opposite side. Like, you just knew that as soon as he gets it onto that favoured foot, it's game over, innit? So... yeah, man. And he could score a screamer. He could score, like, dribbling past 5 people and pinging it in. He was such a sick footballer, man. And I'm gutted he played for you lot. But there we go. So Iron Robben's going on the right. And then I'm going to go with Manu Petit.
Oh, that's
Manu Petit.
Wait, how many players can we get from one? It's only 2, right?
What do you mean?
Look at this joker. It's not fantasy Premier League.
No, you can pick as many as you want, because there's only 4 teams. So yeah, you can pick as many.
Oh man, okay, cool.
Yeah, you can go as many as you want. There's only 4 of our teams. So I was like, I'm not going to limit it.
That's what I need to know.
That's already quite limited. So
you can only do our 4 teams, though, Tobs, yeah?
Huh?
You can only do our 4 teams. You can't have Gerrard in midfield, mate.
I've heard, man.
So that's your centre midfield finish. So your centre midfield is basically...
My midfield's done.
Kante.
And my strike force is done. I just need defence now.
Ante and Bergkamp just ahead with Robben, Hazard, and Van Persie.
That's some serious attack line, isn't it?
That is nuts.
And I've got.
He was in that midfield with Vieira, wasn't he?
Yeah, him and Vieira were a joke, man. They won the World Cup with France, didn't they? I think he actually scored in the final against Brazil. I think he scored the third.
Just how good was Petit? Because I always remember Vieira. Like Vieira's the one that's spoken about more. So just like,
well, the thing is, like, our fans are funny, yeah, because he left and went to Barcelona, and then he ended up at your lot, right? Fabregas does the same, but because Fabregas down tools, our fans don't like. I just don't get it. Nobody ever gives him stick, Petit, for going to you lot. I don't really understand, but he was so good. And do you know what it was with him, right? He was big, he was strong, yeah, but he could play football, man. Like his feet were so quick, and him and Vieira, they complemented each other because he, like Makelele, Petit knew that if Vieira starts going forward, I just need to sit. Yeah, where sometimes when you watch more modern football, like they ain't got that level of communication between them, and you're wide open on a counter. We were never really wide open on a counter with them two, man. Like, yeah, obviously it happens in games, but overall, as a pairing, I did toy with putting Gilberto in there because he was mad underrated. But sorry, I shouldn't be listing other names. Sorry, but I think that Petit just offered something a bit different as well. Like Gilberto was class, but I think Petit was next level class. Yeah, and him and Vieira. I mean, is there a better duo in the midfield ever, like in the Premier League history? I don't know, man.
Yeah, Lacobham says no Shamak, Kesman, Rositzky, John Obi Mikel. Damn. To be fair, you put in Shamak next to John Obi Mikel, and Rositzky's disrespectful. You shouldn't do that.
Shamak scored in 6 straight away games in Champions League, which was a record at the time that not even Messi had.
And then what did he do for the rest of the season?
Doesn't matter. He held a Champions League record. I don't know what his hairdo was all about. It looked like a bird of shit on his head. Like, man used a whole tub of wax on that every day.
Guys, remember, in the comments, there's no picks from clubs outside of this show. So only Arsenal, West Ham, Chelsea, and Tottenham players are in these picks. There's no Manchester clubs. So no Roy Keane, no Rio Ferdinand. This is a London show, so we're just picking from the London 4 clubs if you're just coming in now. So
is it my go next?
It's not. It's going back round.
I'll shut up then. Yeah, sweet.
I'm taking Zola as part of my front three. It's about time Zola got some respect on his name. Lee spoke about him earlier. Zola was just like such a breath of fresh air. Like I was very young when he came in, but I just remember thinking, yo, this guy's very special. Like the way he sat Carragher on his backside, I'll never forget that. that was hilarious. I loved it, every bit of it. And I'm gonna put him in my
goal against Norwich as well, the back heel from the corner.
Oh yeah.
That was sick.
Yeah.
Did you know the story? Do you know the story behind that?
Free kicks.
Do you know the story behind that? He visited a kid in Great Ormond Street, and the kid was really ill, like seriously ill, right? And he said, "I'm going to score a special goal for you at the weekend against Norwich."
Oh, did he? I didn't know. Yeah, that.
And then he scored that goal. And it was like, imagine being that talented that you're going to tell a kid who's fucking on his last legs, bless him, yeah, right? You're going to go and do something special. He's going to be sitting there so excited watching it. And then you can't not do it, innit?
Yeah, of course, yeah. And then he goes and does it.
Unbelievable, man. Like sick footballer. One of the best footballers I've seen, man.
Yeah, unbelievable player. So skillful and just I need someone who's a little tricky. Do you know what I mean? Low sense of gravity. I need that in my team, a little playmaker. So I'm gonna take Zola. Toby, who's your next pick?
I'm picking Rio Ferdinand.
He's just read the chat. Look, he's read the chat. Rio played for West Ham.
Shit! Yeah, that's what about that.
Asked that question. That's what I was
waiting.
I
knew Rio played for West Ham anyway. It's not just Rio. I've got Carrick. I've got actually. I shouldn't even be giving names away. I've got plenty. There's so many names. There's so many names I could pick.
Because I remember Ferdinand at Leeds, but come on.
No, bro.
What did
Ferdinand was at West Ham from their academy, then went to Leeds, then went to United.
But did he do anything at West Ham?
Well, obviously, yes. Because
it's £30 million move to Leeds.
30 million on him.
30 mil back then? Are you joking me? It's about 70 mil now.
Man said, did he do anything at West Ham? Of course he did.
Shit, I completely forgot. That's mad.
There's a few, mate. There's a few.
Because I remember the Leeds part. I forgot all about West Ham. Yeah, because obviously his brother, Anton Ferdinand, as well. Yeah. Oh, you're mad, Toby. That's a bit of a sneaky one there. That's a sneaky one. Okay. So, Corey, your two guys, who are you going with?
Yeah, do you know what? For the striker role, obviously,
I know he's going to say. I know he's going to sneak this one in as well. I know what you're going to say.
No. I think you might not actually. So, Di Canio, it's a tricky one because he is a West Ham legend, but I didn't personally watch him that much. I've only seen highlights, so I can't fully appreciate. So, I'm going to go with Carlos Tevez. And I know it was. Tevez. I know it's only that. But when you're growing up watching football, and let's get this straight, we were diabolical. We should have gone down by all accounts. And he turns up. The free kicks, the skills, the work rate, everything about him was unbelievable. He's a big game player, and you obviously see him. When I saw him for Man City and Man United, he was perfectly capable of playing at that level. So I'd have him in my team. I think at his pomp, he was an unbelievably well-rounded striker, if I'm honest. So yeah, I'm
waiting for Matisse to ask if he did anything at West Ham.
Oh no, I remember.
Yeah, just kept us up, mate, when we were 10 points near the drop.
Yeah, literally kept you up.
Went to Old Trafford against the champions. No problem.
So you've got Pyatt, Gareth Bale, and Tevez up front. It's pretty.
Oh, that's decent.
Tasty. Yeah, it's tasty. I'm going to go a bit rogue as well for the DM, and it's obviously not at some of these levels of some of these players, but Scott Parker for a large period of time at West Ham. Yeah, you can laugh, but for 3 years at West Ham, he was unbelievable. In the season that we went down, he was our best player. And I'll tell you what, he
wasn't a DM. He wasn't a DM that season.
All of these midfielders up for grabs, and you take Scott Parker.
Probably. I've got to get some West Ham in there. I could have done Carrick. I could have done Carrick, but it probably wouldn't have been fair. Like growing up, Scott Parker was an unbelievable player. Like work rate, winning the ball. He nearly dragged us to safety on his own. And I think he got PFA Rights Player of the Year as well on the back of that. So. Yeah, he was absolute quality, mate, and I'm happy to have him in. I know no one else wants him. I'll go get Scott Parker in there. He's one of my favourite West Ham players.
Would you say he's better than Mark Noble?
Yeah, of course. And in his prime, of course he is. Look, I love Nobes. And I
have to ask. He's on the back.
The slander is too much, but you got to be real in terms of talent levels. You know, I probably if Declan had been here one more year, maybe I'd be throwing him in. But Parker for. I think Declan's better than Scott Parker now. So
Declan
he probably is.
Based off what?
Based off the fact he's one of the most well-rounded DMs in the league. Based off the fact that
Scott Parker at Charlton was doing best there right now.
Yeah, but not better than Declan Rice, surely.
I don't think Parker ever got.
I don't think it's clear cut that you can just say Declan is better than Parker.
No, there's a reason why. Do you ever remember a time where Parker was one of the best midfielders in the league?
Yeah, but
do you ever remember a time where Parker was one of the best midfielders in the league? I don't.
Yeah, for Charlton. That's why Chelsea signed him.
Yeah, but you can never say that in terms of Declan could go and play for any team in the league. Scott Parker couldn't.
I don't think Declan can go play for any team in the league right now.
He ain't getting in Man City.
Not getting into Man City's team. Where's he playing in Man City?
Okay.
Where's he playing
Rodri? Would you take him over Rodri?
They're different players. What do you want me to say?
Players.
So you just said he plays for any team in the league. So I said, no, that's not true, though.
You're getting most teams in the league. All right, 2 then. You can have Man City and Liverpool. Other than that, he gets in every other team. I swear to you.
Yeah, okay.
United, yeah.
I mean, Matisse would love him. You'd take him tomorrow. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know if he starts for us, though. We've got quite a lot of good midfielders.
Chelsea. I don't know if he starts at Chelsea, you know. I can't lie to you.
We got some pretty big hitters, bro.
I can't lie to you, bro. He ain't better than Kante. He's not better than Kovacic.
He's better than Kovacic.
How?
Okay.
How do you think Kovacic?
He said that very quietly there.
Primarily, they're different. Well, I want a Chelsea fan. I'm like, quick, just don't say anything. But I think he is. I think he is at the minute. You can't tell me watching him this season. He's not.
On form this season, he's been the best. But come on, don't over-egg it, Corey.
But look at the level.
I love Declan, but let's be fair in our analysis.
Someone said Mohamed Salah. There's no way we can even try and pretend like that. That's
you can put De Bruyne in there as well.
Yeah. We're not doing that, people. I know what they're doing now. They're like, yeah, maybe we get Salah and De Bruyne in there. No. So Toby, what's your next pick then?
I'm going to pick. I know I mentioned Scott Parker, but I loved him at Spurs. But I'm going to pick Moussa Dembele. I think he was a player. So that completes my midfield. If I have Dembele, Modric, and
Fabregas. Wow.
Fabregas. And I know Dembele did play. We didn't play a 4-3-3. We played a 4-2-3-1. But still,
he can sit.
He can sit. He can tackle. He can carry the ball, and he can keep it simple with his passing. Yeah. Then
Your
Bennett.
midfield is very, very fluid. I must say, I'm a bit jealous on that one. It's very fluid. Some people said my midfield is a bit stiff.
Mate, I've got S.
My
I've got
midfield is pure technical excellence.
Yeah, it's pure tech.
Pure technical
Yeah.
excellence.
It's a bit mad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna take this pick before Lee gets involved. Alexis Sanchez on the wing for me. I'm taking him right now.
Do you know why? Well, do you know why I didn't pick him?
Mm.
I picked Hazard over him, even though I think Sanchez is a better player and more consistent. But he didn't win a title. Hazard dragged you to titles.
But if we're doing titles, then there's no Tottenham players in it, and at all. So that's just
No, but that was the reason I didn't pick him. Alexis,
No Tottenham
Alexis
West Ham
was
guys at all.
unbelievable. One of the best footballers I've seen at Arsenal.
Yeah.
But Hazard was the best player in the best team in the league.
Yeah.
Whereas Alexis was the best player in a shit team.
I think Alexis at Arsenal was so
But then
good.
how can you strike a player down for that? Because you just said.
Oh, I didn't. I said he was one of the best players I've ever seen.
No, but you said Alexis Sanchez. The reason why I picked Hazard is because he dragged Chelsea to the league. And what I'm saying is, how can you scrutinize Sanchez's time because of that? Because if he was in a team capable of winning the title, who's to say he wouldn't have?
He would have won it. I'm telling you, he would have been in the top.
Yeah, if he had played at Chelsea, he would have won the league.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then if you want to look on trophies, the guy scored in 2 finals for you lot, didn't he? Scored in the semi-final against Man City.
2 semi-finals.
He did his best with that team. Like
Hey, mate, listen, you're preaching to the choir, bruv. Like, I fucking love Alexis, mate. I loved him that much that I declared my undying love for him on a stream once. I was drunk and I fucking recorded a video saying, "Don't go to Man U. I love you, Alexis." I was fucking hammered when I recorded that video. But yeah, you can have
Sanchez was just. I wouldn't say he was the better player. I'd still say Hazard's a better player, but I think Sanchez just, the work rate that he put in as well. He's going to give that team some balance. The brother was kind of a coach's dream because Hazard obviously would never work as hard as Sanchez, but Sanchez would run into the ground for you, off the ball, pressing, whatever you need, you're going to get it. The tenacity, just that real South American grit he brought to the Premier League. He was nuts. Scored some big goals as well. But I'm definitely saying Hazard is the better player. No doubts about it for me. Let's see what Lee's going to pick now.
Well, I need 4 defenders and a goalkeeper.
You got 2 picks.
Right. Tony Adams.
Shit, yeah.
He's in.
He's
in. There ain't even a debate. That is him and John Terry are the 2 best centre-backs I've seen for England. Like, in my lifetime. Yeah, none of your Bobby Moores and all of that, because I weren't born.
Who the fuck is going to mention
He was
Bobby
going to drag that.
Who the fuck in this panel is going to mention Bobby Moore?
I wanted to say Adams, but I haven't watched him. Like, do you know what I mean? So
he was just a joke. That back 5 that we had with the goalkeeper, half the time these fuckers weren't even offside, but because they just all used to go like that and put their arm up, they go, "Oh, well, they've all done it. Yes, offside." Yeah, it was fucking ridiculous. It was so well drilled, and he was such a good player, man. Like, his reading of the game, and John Terry is the closest I've seen to Tony Adams.
Yeah,
like, you don't have to have mad pace, but your reading of the game is quality. I think John Terry was a better passer of the ball. I don't think that's
definitely.
But
Tony Adams won the league with like 3 different like generations of Arsenal. Arsenal.
He was our youngest ever captain at one point. I think Cesc overtook him. He was our captain at 1 years old.
Didn't he win the league with you lot before the Premier League was a thing? Then he won the league with you lot during the 95, was it 96, 97 season that you lot won the league, and then he won it. He won it towards the tail end of his career as well. Like
he scored that goal, didn't he? Where fucking I think it was Martin Keown, dinked the ball over against Everton, and Adams slapped it.
Drinking aside, he
said that sums it all up. Yeah. That was 02, was it? I think that was 02. I think that might be, it was 02 that season. He was fucking brilliant, mate. Tony Adams, I'd love to meet Tony Adams. I've never met him. Yeah, I'd love to meet him.
He might get you drunk, though.
Fucking come on, man. Like,
boy, I'm just saying, he loves a drink.
So do you, Mr. Pina Colada.
Seriously.
I don't drink that much.
Like, mate, Tony Adams has been sober for about 20 years, mate. But anyway, that's my first pick. My second pick, Carvalho.
Fuck off, Lee. Fuck off. I was literally just about to pick him. As soon, I needed Sanchez. I was like, I'm going to get Carvalho next. You bastard.
Carvalho. he was a fucking bad man. Yeah, he was so good in that defense. Yeah, and like he was so fucking technically good as well. It was like you could literally play that geezer anywhere on the pitch and he'd still be good. Like, but his reading of the game, the partnership with John Terry, I mean, fucking seriously, like it was just pathetic how good they were together. Like, yeah, and that little fucking period where you had him at your club, yeah, I used to fucking hate playing you lot because you just couldn't score. Like you just knew if him and Terry were on the pitch, it was going to be hard work. Doesn't matter if you got on in the team or not.
Yeah,
like or Bergkamp, whoever, it was always going to be a hard fucking day against them two. So yeah, I'm going Carvalho and Adams. My team's looking kind of lit. I can't lie.
Absolutely pissed.
I've got no centre backs. I don't know what I'm going to do.
More in there.
Okay, so shit. You've really fucked me up now. I think I'll probably go with. Oh, this is difficult now, man. I wish I could skip my turn, but that's also a terrible idea because then Toby's gonna go and take someone. Well, let's go through the teams. What positions do we even have left? So
no. We don't need to go through the teams. Just make your pick.
All right. I've got a defense and goalkeeper. I'm gonna take. Fuck it. This might be a bad pick, but I'm gonna take Kolo Touré to partner up with Campbell at centre back. Two. They both did it together. And obviously, Kolo Touré was really good.
Touré was good, but I think you could have.
I probably could have done better, yeah. But I can't take too long. It's not fair if I sit.
I already know who I'm picking.
So I'm taking Kolo Touré and Campbell. Who are you taking in your next pick?
You're pissed now. I'm taking your right back, brother.
Who?
I'm taking Evo. I'm taking the beast. Tank Ivanovic, right back. Has to be. How the fuck?
Such a good
how
shout.
are you picking Kolo Touré over Ivanovic is a mystery to me. Ivanovic is like Ivanovic is like right back in the league for like a good 3-4 year period. Like you are crazy, Matisse. Like
don't you still play? He's still playing, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's at. I don't know. It might be at West Brom.
He joined West Brom when they got promoted. I don't know what he's been doing since then.
Rough day.
What a beast of a player, man. Quality player.
You're putting him at right back.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Fuck. I've had a mare here.
Yeah, you have. You really have.
You're a little bit ruthless, aren't you, in this game?
Terrible pick, bro.
Do you know what? At least we're getting a show where you get to show your love for Chelsea. I'm just letting you pick the Chelsea players so you can like.
No, I hate your team. I don't hate your players. I hate your team.
Bruh. Man, I'm going. They're crucifying me in the chat.
Good.
Oh no.
Go on, Corey. Then Corey's googling.
Yeah.
Corey's googling.
But just
like,
one.
Which player did West Ham? Oh shit!
Is it just one pick? Yeah, one pick. Yeah, not
So
two.
you got two.
Two picks.
Oh, beautiful. Right, I'll take Aspilicueta at right back. That'll do
Oh,
for me.
fuck off.
your other really consistent, versatile right back. Yeah.
The funny thing is, all of these right backs have gone, man, and I need a right back.
You got one more, Lee, but I'm not gonna.
I'm gonna tell
mate, I'm not saying nothing. I've already got my next two anyway.
You guys are saying Thiago Silva. We can't do Thiago Silva after one
ridiculous.
season.
Thiago Silva, ridiculous.
You guys can't do Thiago Silva after one season.
Aspie deserves his place in my team. And another one that I think you might forgot to play for West Ham, Joe Cole. I'll have him in the 10. When he was playing for West Ham, he was unreal. What you've seen,
quality.
He was quality. I don't know whether when he went to Chelsea, obviously he won a lot, but under Mourinho, it was a different system. But with Harry Redknapp, he had a lot of freedom. So I've got to get some creativity in that midfield. Much as I like Parker and Essien, I've got to get something in there. So yeah, put Joe Cole in.
I fucked myself.
I've got no centre back.
I'm just seeing some of the names. You know what it is? We're thinking fast, innit? So I'm seeing some of the names in the chat like Desai, and I'm like, fuck off.
You deserve it, Matisse. Good.
Yeah. You nerd.
Hold on, let me update this. So, I'm actually pissed. So you've gone for Aspilicueta, Corey. Who's your second pick?
Joe Cole.
Joe Cole. Wow, good pick. Good fucking pick.
You just need some centre backs now, mate.
Do you have space for Joe Cole? Hold on. Do you have space for
I've got a 10. I've got a 10, mate. Come on.
Okay.
Parker, Essien. Right?
Essien, Parker. Okay, all right. Just about. All right. So Aspie at right back. Bloody hell, that's some team you got there. Parker ruins it a bit, but you sacrifice.
Oh,
yourself.
behave, mate. Do your history. Come on.
Everybody else got like Lampard, Vieira, Fabregas. You Parker.
Yeah. Yeah, but I had to get. But I've got Ashley Cole, so you know what I mean.
Yeah, you picked the best left back, man.
I mucked up with Czech anyway.
Honestly,
So
the Ashley Cole pick was quality.
Yeah, the Ashley Cole pick was goated. Yeah. Toby, who's your next pick? I feel like it shouldn't be your go. You fucking ruined my day.
So who? Yeah. So I need a left back. I need a right winger. Oh, left back. Oi.
Yeah, left back and right wing.
Left back's hard, isn't it? Because
You know what?
Left
Left
very
back.
difficult.
stands out head and shoulders above anyone.
Yeah.
Left back. I'm gonna go William Gallas.
That was good because he played left back for Chelsea. That's a smart pick.
2 title-winning seasons. He was left back. I'm gonna go with him.
You're a little bit of a bastard as well, aren't you? Jesus, this is not good. This is a bad day for me, man. I'm not winning this. I'm trying to find that is a really strong pick, yeah. Because he was great at left back for Chelsea. That's bloody hell. Shit. Lee, we might be. Lee, have you got many defenders that you can
Rima
pick?
against us on his left foot as well.
Your defense is ridiculous. Toby's defense is Ivanovic, Terry, Ferdinand, and Gallas.
Bro.
Oh.
My team's the best.
Fuck have you
Your
created?
team ain't the best, mate. Your team ain't the best. It's close to
Steve,
mine.
put it to a vote. I'm gonna win this. I'm letting
You're not.
you know now. I've
You're
won
not.
this.
You're not. We'll let the chat decide at the
I've
end.
won this. You want to put money on it that I don't win this?
No, I ain't putting that. I lose.
That will be decided, yeah. Oh man, this is rough. What do I need? I need a left back, a right back.
You
and a
need
goal.
fucking God, mate. That's what
I
you
need
need.
God. I need God.
I need to
Right back. Yeah, right back's easy to be honest. There's nobody else. It's Kyle Walker, isn't it? He was great at Tottenham, and he's been great after that. I think he's probably the only right back that I can think of that's still here. Maybe you could say Paulo Ferreira, but in the modern day, I need an attacking right back.
You're picking Kyle Walker, you jammy fuck.
Yeah,
Nobody even thought of Kyle Walker.
Yeah, Kyle Walker was serious at Tottenham. Like the
He's still the
downgrade.
best fucking right back in the league, mate.
Yeah, he's still the best right back in the league. Exactly. So, yeah, I'm gonna take him. The energy that he brings down that right hand side is ridiculous. I'm going Kyle Walker down that side. Yeah.
So I get 2 picks then, yeah?
Yeah.
A left back, a right back, and a goalkeeper. Right back, Lauren. Lauren, solid, mate. Solid. You were not getting past Lauren. No chance. That geezer was hard as nails as well. He was fucking superb. And he was in that fucking team that just wanted to beat you up, but they play you off the park as well. So he could do anything. Like, he didn't look big, like, but he was always, if there was trouble on the pitch, he was the first one there to fucking grab someone. He was the first one to push someone. Like, always backed his team. Mad underrated baller, man. So yeah, Lauren for me. I'm going to have to come back to left back. So I'm going to go goalkeeper, Lehman. Yeah, first 49 league games, he didn't lose a fucking game. Yeah, he was off his head. Like, he was a crazy one.
He was.
He was a mad, crazy one. But he was brilliant, man. And you know what? To come in after David Seaman was never going to be an easy job. And he just slotted straight in. Literally slotted straight in like a duck to water. And like some of the saves the guy used to make, like, he used to fucking drive me nuts when he run out of goal. Like, he used to run out all the time. And it was like, what are you doing, man? Seriously, stay in the fucking goal. But it never, he complemented that team and vice versa. So yeah, I'm going to go with Lauren at right back and Lehman in goal. I just need a left back. I'll find a left back somewhere.
I can't believe you didn't pick David Seaman, but I'm taking Seaman in goal.
I think Lehman was better.
But Lehman had a few mistakes in him, didn't he?
Yeah, but so did Seaman. Getting done from the halfway line by Naeem. Like, getting done by Ronaldinho, fucking from 30, 40 yards out. Like, you know, every keeper's got problems. But the first 49 league games Lehman played, he didn't lose a game. He was invincible from the minute he walked through the fucking door.
You man are telling me Courtois, but I got an agenda. And it's not going to stop just for this show. I fucking hate Courtois. Mendy's too new, man. He's too new. Can't be going with these new guys. I'm trying to go back into time here with this one. Didn't really take anyone from the current team. Yeah, I said Seaman. I have to stick with Seaman. I'm going to go Seaman in goal. Toby, who are you going with?
So you said Seaman. Lee, who did you pick?
Layman.
Okay, yeah. I think he's better than Seaman for sure.
You're gonna have to go with Lloris, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Lloris. I'll go with Lloris. I've got no qualms with that. I'll go with Lloris.
Man's picking Flappy Ansky in a minute. He makes no mistakes. Makes no mistakes, mate.
Yeah,
mate, you've got some nerve with Leno in goal. Let's be honest. Come on. Ramsdale comes in and we forget about it. But I tell you what, I'll be waiting. Although he's looking pretty good at the minute. So,
Lloris in goal for Toby. Strong pick. Corey, what about you?
Pick Robertson in goal. Robinson in goal. Are you drunk? What the fuck are you talking about? Over Lloris. Drunken.
Wait, Harry Kane played in goal before, didn't he? You could put Kane in goal. He went in goal for a game, didn't he?
He did.
He went in goal against some fucking plumbers in the Euro.
Yeah, some shit team. None of us have actually picked Kane. Not a single one of us has picked Harry Kane. That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah. I feel like this is more of a nostalgia show, which is nice. So fuck all the current players. It's more of a nostalgia show, guys. I mean, Corey, who's your double
I'm
pick,
going to go, because it's slim pickings now. I'm going to go Ledley King. I'm going to have him at centre-back as well.
What do you mean it's slim pickings? That's a quality centre-back right there.
No, come on, bro. Like, we're talking about Ferdinand and Terry and players like that. Carvalho, you know.
Hey, bro, Ledley
was how the centre-backs speak on Ledley King. What they say about him if he didn't have the injuries.
Well, I was going to say that. I'm not denying that he could have.
Henry said he's the best centre-back he's ever faced.
Yeah. It's the injuries, isn't it?
Good job he's in my team then, so I fully fit.
And who is your last pick?
I knew lot are going to slate me, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to put Winston Reid in there.
Oh
my God,
big man!
End the stream right now.
End
the stream right now.
There's no take back. This brother has put
Winston right now. This guy's
I've got no.
Who else?
Oh my fucking!
Right now.
You are done. You're done. You got Parker and Winston.
You got David Luiz.
You're done.
You can put David Luiz in your team.
Yeah. There's no take backs either. You're done. You're absolutely finished.
Has anyone picked Martin Keown?
Even Jonathan Woodgate would have been better.
All right, okay. Look, I had to think on the spot, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
There's so many options. There's so many fucking options. This guy picks. Oh my God.
You could have had David Luiz pinging balls from centre back.
Yeah, Batonga. You could have picked Alderweireld.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. Right. I'm mucked up.
So your team's done, Corey. Your team's done.
Yeah. I'll take the L. Fine. Okay.
It's done. Toby, who's your last pick for left back?
No.
Hang on. Sorry a minute. Are we picking manager as well?
We could do managers, yeah. If you
so
want.
Corey gets another pick then.
I'm going to take Jose Mourinho for me.
Wait, did Corey do a double pick?
Well, yeah, it's his turn, and he's only had one player. So
he said Winston Reid and someone else.
Oh no, actually,
Sorry.
It's not your go. You're last.
Wait, can we bank it in? Because I'm going to lose.
No, we're not banking it in.
I need all the help I can get. Mourinho, I'm telling you, with Winston and King at the back, it's going to be unreal.
No, we're not banking anything, mate. No way. So Toby, who's your pick for the?
So 4-3-3 right wing, yeah.
I'm looking at the bottom when it comes up.
Yeah, no. I've only got right wing left.
You've only got right wing left. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Guess who I'm picking?
I don't know. You tell me.
Nicholas Anelka.
Oh wow, good pick.
Wing.
Yeah, he played right wing for Chelsea a lot. Yeah, in that title winner. He's played for everyone, though, hasn't he?
Yeah, his brother pimped him out everywhere, literally everywhere.
He left Arsenal way too early, man.
Yeah, but do you know what? I didn't really know the story behind why he left until recently. And he said, I heard this like maybe 18 months ago. He said that he'd achieved what he wanted to achieve in England, with Arsenal. So he wanted to go to Madrid. He said, I've won the double, mate. See you later.
I need a left back, and there's not many left that I can remember. So I'm gonna go Gael Clichy at left back.
Well, that's Andy, because that's not the left back I was going to pick.
Oh, really? Who are you going with left? That's that. I can't think of anybody else.
So I get to pick manager first as well. Then, cheers.
Yeah, you're the first one to pick a manager. Oh, don't do this, Lee. Who's the left back you're thinking of?
Nigel Winterburn.
Oh, okay,
Nigel Winterburn, left back. Yeah, left back. That defense is looking lit. I can't lie. My team's looking fucking lit. Yeah, my team is looking lit.
Lads, I need to skate.
Where are you going?
I got a team. Cool. Work.
All right, pick your managers then quickly.
Jose.
Jose. Who you pick? I'm gonna go with. Fuck Jose. I'll go with Wenger. Then I'm taking Wenger.
Why did you have to think about that? It's ridiculous.
I had to clear my mind from the fullbacks.
Of course, I've been shagged, so I'm gonna go with Mauricio Pochettino. Fuck it. Oh my God. I need to go, lads. Let me know who.
I'll let you know who's won in the group chat. Yeah. And Corey, who's your manager? In a bit.
Oh God! Well, you're gonna make me say it, aren't you? And then I'll
say Harry Redknapp.
Yeah, go on. You're gonna have to. Yeah.
He's gonna say Harry Redknapp.
Oh, I wasn't, but
think about it.
No. Oh yeah, no. Hang on.
There's options. All right.
Antonio Conte.
There you go.
Antonio.
He'd love it at West Ham anyway.
I can't believe actually he's gone with Pochettino and he didn't think of Conte, Ancelotti.
Yeah.
There's a lot of options there.
I nearly broke on Harry Redknapp. Luckily, you lot stopped me because that would have been back from the brink.
Oh my goodness!
That's
right. So these are the teams at the bottom of your screen, guys. So my team is obviously. I'm not happy at all with my team. I wish we redo it.
I wish I planned it. Like,
it's not. Yeah, exactly. Seaman in goal. Walker, Campbell, Torre, Clichy, Makalele, Vieira, Lampard, Sanchez, Zola, and Berbatov. That's my team. And Toby's team is Lloris, Ivanovic, Terry, Ferdinand, and Gallas. That is ridiculous, that defense.
That midfield as well.
Dembele, Modric, Fabregas. Midfield's ridiculous. And Perez, Anelka, and Henry.
That's a good
You know what? His team, right now, he's my favourite team so far. Corey's is Czech, Aspilicueta, King, Reed, Ashley Cole, Essien, Parker, Joe Cole, Bale, Payet, and Tevez. So yeah, that's weak as fuck.
He's good though. No?
And Lee, the only person that I think can challenge Toby, Lehman, Lauren, Adams, Carvalho. Who is your left back, Lee? I don't think I got it in there.
Winterburn.
Winterburn, yeah. Petit, Kante, Bergkamp, Robin, Hazard, Van Persie. So
that team is sick. I can't lie. That team is sick.
Let me just add Lee's in there real quick before. So yeah, I mean, if we're being honest, it's really between Lee and Toby. So let us know in the chat who you're going with. I'm personally, I think. Let me look at it again, but I think I'm going with Toby's team, man.
Yeah, I might have to go with Tobs. It's the midfield. The midfield for me. Even the balance of the front three, like Anelka and Perez probably wouldn't be your first choices.
Anelka played with Henry, didn't he? Or did he not?
Yeah.
They missed each other.
Oh no,
did they play?
maybe.
No, Arsenal they didn't.
No, they missed each other.
The money we got for him paid for the training ground and for Henry. So it won't have to let him go.
Okay,
really.
yeah.
He's got Tobs got the best two centre backs, I think, as well. To be fair,
it's Toby's defense for me. It's just nuts.
Yeah.
They're asking me to do a poll. Lee, how do you do a poll on YouTube?
Go to control room.
Oh, I got to go all the way in there. All right.
Cool. Yeah. Go to dashboard, and then go to. Hang on, I'll tell you how to do it. So you go to control dashboard. Sorry. You then go down to content, live.
You got to do some computer, don't you? Yeah, shit will take.
Yeah. And then you just click where it normally has the $sign. It'll have a little circle because you're live. Click on that.
Oh right. This is all in YouTube Studio?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you do me a favour, Matisse? Can you just leave me? Can you leave me out of it? Can you just?
No, I'm not.
I don't want to see 1%.
You know what? When you said Winston Reed, I was like, this brother's on a sabotage mission.
I swear to you, like my mind just went
Scott
blank.
Parker and Winston Reed. I mean, you're having a mare with that, mate.
I think in my head, like looking at the teams now, I've got it completely wrong. But I just wanted
you could have put Gilberto in there instead of Scott Parker.
Yeah, that would have been big.
Yeah, you could have put David Luiz in at centre back instead of Winston Reed.
Yeah, I would have put Vertonghen in.
Vertonghen, Alderweireld, like you had a mare.
Yeah. Let's get back to proper football next week. Yeah.
I have to go into the. Oh, I have to go into the control room, or is it the three?
Yeah, go into the control room.
Oh, okay.
And then in the bottom where it's got the comments,
right.
it'll have a little thing there that says poll. You just click on it.
Okay.
Can you see it? Yeah.
It's all loading up nicely. There we go. Oh, okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, this is something you can definitely just only do in here. Then couldn't do it on your phone or anything. Okay, so they're asking. So, do you know what? I'll just do the poll. Will I just do the poll between? Nah, you know what? I won't. I'll open it up for everyone. I just want to see how little percentage me and Corey get.
I'm getting absolutely slated. You know what? I'll just take it. I mean, West Ham haven't been slated for a while now, so
you could have had Mascherano in your team as well.
You could have, yeah.
Oh, for God's sake!
How did you forget about him? Because I thought you was going to take him with Tevez as like a duo.
Do you know what it is? I think what swayed me is I didn't want to pick players that I hadn't seen, and Mascherano at West Ham was kind of he barely played for us. Carrick I barely saw at West Ham as well, so it was a bit like I didn't want to put a player in that I couldn't back, but. Granted, there are a lot better players.
Luckily, I have age on my side. So anytime age has come into anything fucking good. Somebody said Corey's team is all passion and desire.
Yeah, I've seen it. We're not getting relegated, by the way. Come on, put some respect on some of them players.
Yeah, Pyatt's a baller, man. Pyatt was sick.
Front three's all right. I'm happy with that. I'll take it.
All right, let me do this poll. So I think, okay, no, I can have 4 options, can't I? All right, perfect. Yeah. So I'm going to put this in the chat, guys. Let's see. Let's see what ends up happening here. So we got Toby's team, we got my team, which is obviously not. They already crucified me in the chat for my team. They were not happy at all, and Corey's team. Yeah. And I'm gonna put this in the chat right now.
Somebody said, "What is the poll? Have you done it?"
It's the poll that I put up before was a mistake, but it's going in now. I just accidentally pressed it immediately.
Smash the likes up, everyone, man. Come on, smash the likes up. 243 likes. There's 700 people nearly watching this.
All right, there we go. So the poll is up. Take a look at. Let's see who gets the most votes before we close the show.
Oh, I'm a fucking knob. I voted Toby instead of Lee. Oh, why?
How have you done that? How have you actually managed that?
Finger.
You went to vote for yourself.
That's a piss. I voted for him. Nah, you could have had Desai at centre back as well.
I know, yeah, literally even Gary Cahill did a good job, but Desai was definitely one for that.
How long are we keeping this up? How long are we keeping this poll on for? What, 5 minutes?
Yeah, we'll do 5 minutes, people. We'll end on literally an hour and 30, literally to the dot.
Yeah, come on, 3.5 minutes then, man. Everyone's
3.5 minutes. Come on, get your votes in.
Hey, Matisse's team's losing at the minute.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna lose this.
Keep spamming it, man. Come on, my fucking front line. My team's sick, bruv. Let me just put this out there, yeah. Lehman, Lauren, Adams, Carvalho, Winterburn, Kante and Petit, Hazard, Bergkamp, Robin, and Van Persie. Bruv, that's treble winners right there with Jose as manager. Jeez. That's the title.
I can't believe someone said vote me for the culture.
This is really close. keep voting.
What culture?
Keep voting in the poll. There's 600 of you. We've got about 181 votes in, and it's literally 2% separating Toby and Lee. So if you're watching, check out the live chat and get your vote in there.
Yeah, come on. 660 odd people watching, man, and not enough votes. So get on it.
Get your votes in, because that is very, very close.
It's level pegging now, 37% each.
Bloody hell. That is going to be nuts.
That's mad. You know what? Seeing both of our teams, though, because obviously you realise the players' names that he's picking and that, yeah? But he just kind of just creeped up, didn't he?
Yeah,
and just,
he did.
With the Anelka one, it was like, fucking hell, you put Anelka right wing. Yeah, mad. But his team playing against my team would be a mad football match.
It would.
That'd be a sick football match. But yeah,
I think as soon as I went with Berbatov over like Ian Wright, that's when it just started to go downhill for me. That's when things just got very much out of hand.
Come on, less than 2 minutes left to vote, people. Keep voting. Keep voting.
Let's see.
Scotty P and Winston Reid link up. Come on.
Yeah, come on. At least you got Ashley Cole to guide him through the game. Do you know what I mean?
Conte, Winston Reid with Conte. I'm telling you now. That was
Hey, this was good though, man. We should do this more often.
Yeah, we should. 100%. Yeah. This is
Tell me 3 days in advance, Matisse, so I can actually sort it.
Yeah. Well, I didn't let you come in too prepared. I was like, let's see what everybody thinks. I literally at the end there, I couldn't even think of some people. I was just going on a madness. I'm last. Am I last? Me and Corey are fighting for last. I'm on 15%. Corey's on 14.
Oh, that's mad.
Come on.
And Lee's gone 4% over Toby now. The rat
I'm edging clear. There's still not enough votes though, man. There's like only 257 votes. There's 660 people watching.
Yeah.
Just vote, man. Just
Go
pick
and
a
vote.
team, innit?
Anybody can
anything
access
you want.
the chat. It's not limited. The chat's not limited today to subscribers only or anything. But make sure you guys are subscribed. I'll keep talking for the last 30 seconds. Make sure you guys are going to subscribe to the West Ham Way. The link is in the description there for Corey. Make sure you subscribe to Lee Gunner. Link is in the description again. And make sure you're subscribed here as well. People, we are like 7 subscribers from 19,000. Get it done. Get it done. Get it done. Get it done. Subscribe to this channel. We've got another show on tomorrow, and this will be just a Chelsea one on the All You Can Eat Chelsea, which will be a lot of fun. So make sure you go and subscribe there as well. And I might be on Twitch later on as well. Make sure you follow on that. So the links are in the description there. This stream has come to an end, people. Get your votes in if you haven't already. The poll will stay up there in the chat. The live chat will be there on playback as well. So get your votes in, and we'll see you guys next time.
I'll take her out.
People, peace.
See you later.